What is up, everybody? Welcome back to RacingDudes.com. Today I'm going to take a look at my top 5 older horses in training right now in the United States, and it's really heating up. We have seen some fantastic performances by these older horses, and really this top 5, it could go a lot of different ways. So I'm lucky enough to vote every week in the NTRA Thoroughbred poll. It's a poll where you rank the top 10 horses in training right now. And that's what I'm going to kind of read off. I'm going to read off my top 5. Not going to bore you with all 10, but I will read off the top 5. And this was a tough one, but at number 5, I went with Speaker's Corner. The horse was flawless for pretty much all of the year until the Met Mile, where he was trounced by Flightline. I don't think Speaker's Corner had faced a horse quite like Flightline. Part of the reason why, once Flightline kind of got by him, he just kind of stopped a little bit. I wouldn't give up on Speaker's Corner. I think there's more big races with his name on them as we go into the summer, but certainly not what you wanted to see from him in the Met Mile, as Flightline just kind of dominated that one, but he's done enough to stay in the top 5. So Speaker's Corner, number 5 for me. Here's a horse at number 4 that I think a lot of people might be forgetting about. What about Life is Good? Let's not forget, this horse trounced the Breeders' Cup Classic winner, Knicks Go, in the Pegasus earlier in the year. And everybody was saying, wow, I don't know that he'll ever lose again, including this guy. He goes to Dubai next. It looks like he's going to win that thing. He turns for home with the lead with a chance to win it, and he fades late, and he's off the board. And so now we've kind of forgotten about him. We thought maybe we'd see him in the Met Mile. He didn't really show up. He's not quite ready. Looks like he's going to try the Whitney Stakes next at Saratoga. A win there is going to jump him back, maybe not number 1, maybe 2, maybe 3. It's going to jump him kind of back in the contention of Horse of the Year. So we'll see how he comes back. Life is Good right now at number 4. Really didn't think I'd have him that low, back in January when he looked so good. But that's where he's at currently. Number 3 on my list is a sprinter, Jackys Warrior. Wow, has he come back to be really, really good this year. Of course, he was the champion sprinter from last year. He's got a great shot to do that again. He's 3 for 3 so far. Big win at Oaklawn Park to open up his season. He then goes and wins at Churchill Downs next, and then he goes and wins the True North at Belmont Park last Friday. Perfect 3 for 3. He's looking really good. Sprinters are never going to get the or maybe not credit's not the right word, but the attention that the distance horses get. So that's kind of where his problem is. He's never really going to be a Horse of the Year unless a lot of the distance horses kind of fall off and he just kind of wins it by default. But he looks well on his way to becoming a back-to-back sprint champion. Jackys Warrior at number 3. We'll see if he can avenge last year's Breeders' Cup loss as they kind of campaign him up to that this year. Number 2 on the list is Country Grammar. It's kind of weird. The horse has not won in the United States, but boy, he's won the 2 biggest races that you could win up to this point so far as purse money goes. That's the Saudi Cup, and that's the Dubai World Cup. Country Grammar's won them both. He looks really, really strong. Bob Baffert comes back in about 3 weeks. I'm sure that's when we'll see Country Grammar start to kind of tune up for the summer races. Who knows? Pacific Classic, possibly for him. We'll kind of just see how he goes, where he tracks, and where he runs up next. But Country Grammar certainly has earned the number 2 spot. Number 1, and it's kind of hard to rank this horse number 1 because he doesn't run very often. But when he does, it's breathtaking, and that is Flightline. He was a monster winner of the Met Mile. I don't think there's a horse in the country right now that can touch Flightline. Big question mark will be, how will he run when they stretch him out to 2 turns? And that will be interesting. The Whitney Stakes or the Pacific Classic could be next for Flightline. Either race will be his first around 2 turns. The Whitney, 1 1/8, and then the Pacific Classic, 1 1/4. So a jump up in distance after running a mile for the first time in the Met Mile and dominating. I've got him number 1 on talent. I don't really want to reward this horse if he only runs 3 times this year. But if he's as brilliant as he was last Saturday, you might end up having to reward him because he's just that good. So we'll kind of see. We'll put him number 1 for now, and we'll see what shakes out with him. Last year he probably was in a position to be, maybe the sprinter of the year, but he missed the Breeders' Cup, and they've kind of been real patient with him. He's kind of had some injuries here and there. Small little things that have kept him away. But we'll see if Flightline can stay in training, keep working well, and train up to going longer distances. So There it is. That's the top 5 right there. Speaker's Corner 5, Life is Good 4, Jackys Warrior 3, Country Grammar 2, Flightline number 1. All right, guys. Hey, the summer is just starting, and the racing really, really gets good. Saratoga, Del Mar, and, of course, Breeders' Cup all the way, and we get into the fall in November. So a lot to look forward to. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure you hit like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you for the next one.